Hello everyone and welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Destiny Plans. Today I've got for you my plan with me for week 14 of 2025. And the sticker kit that I'm using today is by Sticker Studio 8. And as usual, if the shop is still open, I will 100% link them in the description so that you guys can check out what they have to offer. So to start with today, I am going to start with my sidebar and like my bigger boxes and all of my chores boxes. So first up, I've got our weekly meals. So this week we did baked chicken, chicken verde tacos, pork tamales, cauliflower tikka masala, spaghetti, teriyaki, turkey bowls, and pizza. And then I've got my hydration tracking sticker here. And then I've got this quote sticker as well. And it says, you were born to be real, not to be perfect. So if anybody needed to hear that today, it is 100% there. Okay, and then for Monday, I've definitely got a to-do list. So I have these today headers, and then I've got these little checklist stickers. There we go. A little crooked, but it's good enough. And then Tuesday has a decorative box sticker that came with the kit. This kit has like some dark blues and dark purples, and then like light pinks, light blues, and light purples. So it's a very nice contrast, and I was able to easily blend a lot of the different box stickers and decor stickers that I use in with this particular kit. So, because this was more of like a mini kit than it was like a full kit. Okay, and then again, we've got the checklist stickers. Okay, and then this decor box has a quote on it, and it says, "You can't spell beauty without BU." And I'm gonna put this in this first box on Thursday. And then for Friday, I've got a decor box and a to-do list box. So my decor box, I'm gonna put all the way down here at the very, very bottom. And then for my to-do list, I am actually just going to stack that directly on top. I know that I have quite a few things going on for this day, so that's why I'm kind of moving this down a little bit off of my border or header, colored headers, I guess is what you would call them. Okay, and then this kit did come with a weekend sticker, so I'll put that directly underneath my Saturday and Sunday. And then Sunday has a decor box, but also a to-do list. Okay, fantastic. Okay, now that we have all of that down, I am going to add my to-do list items to each of these. So let's see, for Monday, we had dishes, laundry, trash. I had to clean my office, and then sweeping and mopping. And then for Wednesday, I feel like in our household we do multiple loads of dishes per day because we wouldn't have any dishes to use if we didn't. We just do a lot of cooking at home, or at least we try to. Upstairs living room. And then the cat litter had to be done. Cleaned up my room. And then for Friday and Saturday, let's start with Friday. Again, dishes. Downstairs living room. The home gym. Cat litter. Vacuuming. And then dusting. And then for Sunday, let's see, we had dishes, of course. I think, yeah, laundry. Cat litter again. Weekly prep. And cat litter is not just cat litter. I just write cat litter because it's easier than like general pet care. Because we have to like wash the dog's bowls and clean up the rabbit areas and things like that. Rotating of our sheets. And then the fridge clean out. Okay, so there's all of the chores list written in for this week. And then I will flip back to this side and get started on Monday. So naturally for me, the first thing that I am going to put down for Monday is my reading. And I used a cell phone for that one. And on Monday, I read for 2 hours. And then I will also put in my workouts here. Flip this around. And then I've got this cute little water bottle that now that I'm looking at this, it is a little bit hard to see, but that's okay. Okay, and then I will write in my 2 workouts. On this day, I walked, whoopsies, I dropped the pen cap. Walked 1 mile. And then I also did a 30-minute leg workout. Okay, cool. And then the next thing I'm going to mark for this particular day is that we had dinner out. So I've got this cute little scallop box sticker. And then I will put my dinner place setting right here. And then I've actually got a sticker that says dinner out. Might be better if I use my tweezers since this one's actually very, very small. And this is why I like using the tweezers, because I can see where the sticker is actually going to look before I actually lay it down. So we had dinner out that day. And so this was March 31st, starting in the beginning of April. And for all of April, my monthly challenge is to plank every day for a specific amount of time, and then also no fast food. So I'm actually recording this on April 17th. And as of right now, I have not eaten any fast food. That's not to say that I haven't eaten out at all, just it hasn't been fast food. So we've done like one or two like sit down restaurants. Alrighty, and then the next thing that I have for Monday is I did some weekly planning. Little coffee cup or to-go cup icon. And then I will put weekly planning. And then after that, my daughter did have a friend over. I usually mark these as play dates. Whoopsies. Then I just put like a cute little smiley face. There we go. And then up next, I did have a course this day. And this was on, I'm actually gonna move this down here because my icon is a little bit on the larger side. Cute little steaming mug. Okay, so I'll put that there. And this was my Clean Your Calendar class. And that was a couple of days, so it will be on multiple days. And then the next item that I have for Monday is, it was the 31st. So I did have to update my calendar. I've mentioned it before. I have a giant wall calendar. That's basically an entire wall in my office. And I need that to be updated every month. So update wall calendar. I won't lie, I absolutely love my wall calendar. It keeps me sane because I use my planner to track just about everything, but having it on the wall in front of my face every day really helps me remember like the things we have to do at the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, the random things that come up at any given time. And I did play a Diablo 4. Okay, and then that brings us to Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I will start with my reading. This was a heavier workout day for me. I did a couple of different workouts, but it was a good day. And I've got this cute little bookmark that I'm going to put up here. And let's see, I read for 45 minutes. Perfect. And then let's log these workouts, or write out these workouts. There we go. And I got a little sneaker. Okay, so the first one is I walked 2 miles. And then the second one was 15-minute stretch. And then the last one was 20-minute core. Okay. And then after that, again, I had my Clean Your Calendar challenge. course. And I'm gonna put that down here. Cute little steaming mug. Started running out of room there because the clear sticker actually goes like quite a bit further than the actual mug. But anywho, and this was Tuesday, so my little dude did have martial arts this day. So I'll put that down here with a little car icon. And then I will write Son Martial Arts. And then I also did the bills and budgeting, including our monthly budget meeting. We try to always knock that out on the 1st because if not, I feel like it eventually will get forgotten. Okay, I will write bills and budgeting. There we go. And the last thing that I wanted to put on here is that I did watch some TV. I'm not super fond of that placement. I'm working on making these stickers more centered. Will that actually happen? That remains to be seen. Regardless, it's not a super huge deal. And then because the outlining on this TV is so gigantic, I'm just trimming some of that away so that you can still actually see the flag sticker underneath. Okay, just trimmed that up a little bit, and then I will put that here. And I did watch some more Yellowstone. Okay, and that brings us over to Wednesday. So for Wednesday, I will track my reading. And I read for 2 hours this day. There we go. And I put this little gold binder clip icon on here. And then I read for 2 hours. And then for my workouts, let's see. We walked 3 miles and then did a 15-minute stretch. Walked 3 miles and then 15-minute stretch. Since I'm doing more like weightlifting workouts, I find myself to be a lot more sore after my lifting days. So I tend to do a lot more stretching and yoga on those days just to help me not feel like my limbs are gonna fall off. And then again, I did have my Clean Your Calendar class this day. I actually really liked this class. I felt like I got a lot out of it compared to some of the other ones I've done. Clean your calendar. Because I feel like as parents and adults in general, you kind of get roped into a lot of different things. And the information they went over in this course was learning to say no to the things that like are not serving you. One of my big focuses this year has really been bettering myself, working towards the goals that I want, the things that I've been putting off for one reason or another, and allowing some of the people in my life to do what they're going to do and being okay with that. Because that's just, I mean, that's how it works anyways, but I digress so very much. Okay, and then again, this was a Wednesday, so my little dude had martial arts. Son, martial arts. And then I did upload a video on this day. I will mark that here. YouTube video upload. And then come here. There we go. And then we also did have family time this day. You can barely see the flag, but I'll live with it. Okay, so I'll put family time. And then the last item that I had for this day was another course that I did. I'll put that one right here. And then I'm marking with a little cute little purple star. Oh, my hands are shaking. Do we need water? Good enough. Okay, and this was the Life Purpose Masterclass. Okay, and these are virtual classes that I take. They're not, like, I'm not going in person. All right, that moves me right on to Thursday. So for Thursday, the first thing that I'm going to mark is, of course, my reading. There we go. I got the stickers. Okay. I will put this one right up here. And then I will put my adorable little book right after I slice this off. A lot of times with like book stickers, I don't realize quite how ginormous they are until I'm going to put them down on the page. I'm like, that's kind of huge, but it's okay. Okay, so I read for 1 hour this day. And then I will log my workouts. Oopsies. Just over here hitting stuff. Okay. And I have this cute little blue kettlebell icon. And then let's see, for Thursday's workouts, I walked 1 mile and 45-minute arms. Arms and upper body, but arms is sufficient. And then there was a doctor's appointment this day for my daughter. Put this little appointment icon. And then again, I had that Clean Your Calendar Challenge class. Oh, that would have been the wrong side. That looks cute. Okay, and then I will write, clean your calendar. Okay, and then up next, I did have another class. This was the life purpose class. This one I did not enjoy anywhere near as much. I tried to finish as many days as I could, but again, if it's not serving you, okay, and then next, I did my menu planning this day. I feel like I'm never ending meal planning for all of the things. Part of that is we go on like camping trips and things with friends, and I just kind of take on that duty. I'm sure I like it to some extent. Who am I joking? I absolutely love planning. I feel like that would be very hard to lie about when I have a whole channel around planning. Every part of me loves to have everything written out and being able to see it in plain, visible simplicity. Because even before, like, I add all of the like stickers and the highlighters and all of that different stuff, I mean, it is just pen and paper. So it definitely helps me keep all of my thoughts in order. So I did also have a shower steamer this day, which was fabulous. They always smell so good. Can't help it. Friday, okay, we've got reading. These ones I might have to squish together just a smidge or a lot. Okay, and then I've got another cell phone icon that I wanted to use here. And then this day, on Friday, I read for 45 minutes. I just finished, like yesterday morning, book 16 of this year. So we're right on target. We're looking good. Okay, and then let me mark my workouts for this day. And I got a little stopwatch icon. Okay, so Friday, I walked 2 miles. And then I did a 10-minute stretch. And then we also did a movie in the park at one of our local parks. I was so excited to use that, what is that called? I guess it's a camera? Anywho, I thought that was the cutest sticker ever. All right, movie in the park. Probably not the best way I could have written that, but it's okay. And then we went out for some ice cream sundaes because one of the local soft serve shops near us, they were having $2 sundaes this day. And I mean, do you need any more reasoning than that? Went out for sundaes. My S did not write all the way. And now that looks insane. Okay, moving right along. Saturday was most definitely ended up being a really chaotic day. Chaotic fun, but chaotic nonetheless. Okay, I'm gonna put this one right here. And then I'm going to put this little popcorn icon. My son went to see a Minecraft movie. With his friends. And while we were dropping him off at said movie, we ran into some of our friends who were also bringing their son, because our boys are in the same grade. But they went together, and then we ended up hanging out with them after, or while the boys were at the movies. So that was super fun. Okay, and then I will log my reading here. And on Saturday I read for 1 hour. And then I did super light on my workouts this particular weekend. So I'll log those here. I've got this little workout weight icon, and this day was just meditation. And then, oh goodness. And then I posted a YouTube video. Okay, so we will write, oh, you can't really see that very well. YouTube video upload. There we go. That looks a bit better. And then my hubs had a friend over. Who we took to lunch. I'm just gonna put went to lunch. And then on this one, I will log that my husband had his friend over. And I'll just put this smiley face here. And I just put hubby with friend. And then I had drinks with the friends that we met up with at the movie by accident. Okay, so I'll put drinks with friend. And then I will also log that I watched some more Yellowstone. I keep saying log. It's an interesting way to term this. But I guess put down in the stickers. Just trimming my TV icon here. We had another episode of Yellowstone. And because of my reading goal, I typically don't gravitate towards TV. So watching Yellowstone is taking me what feels like an eternity. Because I literally only have time to watch like maybe one episode. And sometimes I'll fall asleep mid-episode and then I'll need to go back and rewatch it. And then I also played some Diablo. Okay. Oh, I moved my marker over here. All right, Diablo 4. And then I did also take a hot bubble bath this day. I put those like super close together, but that's all right. And I will just write bubble bath. I don't know why I put that so far down. I guess my brain stopped functioning. But anywho, excuse my goofy spacing sometimes. But the last item for Saturday is I had a call with a friend. We got to catch up for a little bit. And that brings me to the world's tiniest portion of Sunday. And I will have to squish some stuff in here, or maybe go a little bit further down here. The first item, and probably the biggest item, because this is what we spent a majority of our day doing, was moving stuff. Nope, I don't like that placement. I also don't like that placement. This one's kind of an odd sticker. I don't want to put it on the side because it's just not going to fit very well. Okay, that looks good. So my in-laws are moving, so they had us pick up a couple of items, which turned into like multiple truckloads of items. So I'm just going to put moving stuff. And that was a lot of work. But it was fun. And then, okay, and then I'll log my reading. And on Saturday, Sunday, I read for another hour. I'm gonna flip this one around just because that controller is there. Okay, and then I'll put my little book icon here. And then I will put read 1 hour. And then for my workout on this day, I did 25 minutes of yoga besides all of the running around and moving all of the things that we were doing this day. "25 minutes yoga." And then my little dude, again, he had a play date this day. I keep moving this marker back over here. Okay, son, play date. And then the last item that I had for this day was a full segment of weekly planning, because that was 100% one of my to-do list items, but also this was actually like meal prepping and writing out the calendars and updating all the things. Well, I guess this was more weekly planning than it was weekly prep. There we go. It's very hard to write on the edge. Okay. And that wraps me up for week 14 of 2025. I hope you guys had a great time planning with me. Of course, as per usual, I did use some Erin Condren stickers. I used some Happy Planner stickers. I used that kit from Sticker Studio 8. But I will link everything I can in the description below. Of course, if you guys have any questions or even any recommendations on like Etsy sticker shops that I should check out, definitely leave that in the comments for me. I would happily check those out. I hope you guys had a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.